we didn't speak to you since Bo Bichette signed with the team. Just what does it mean to be reunited with him, and what's he going to bring to this club?
Yes, it's a big pickup. I think I got to play with Bo when he was a 23-year-old shortstop. So now he's a little older, a little more seasoned. Now he's learning a new position. I was in that position when I met him too. I was learning second base. So there's things that we can talk about. Yeah, it's two different positions, but being in a new place and learning a new position is can get uncomfortable at times, I'm sure, and because he's such a pure hitter and a great hitter, and that's where I know he's going to be one of the best hitters. I think we'll just talk about defense and see how well we can play together.
He had mentioned after he signed, you guys were in contact a lot, and you were asking a lot of questions and stuff about Citi Field. Did you find out a lot of stuff from him about like the clubhouse and such?
Yeah, I said, how was it? What was it like? Because I didn't get a chance to go up there and see the home side. I've only seen the road side. And then I asked him how everything was going here, because he got here a little earlier than I did. And he was just very impressed with the organization and, the training staff, the coaches, everybody's on the same page. And, that's what I love to hear.
Marcus, when you made your transition to second base, what was maybe the most difficult or challenging part, or something you didn't expect when you did that?
Yeah, I think coming from shortstop, going to any position is going to feel like a little lighter load, because shortstop is the most demanding. But in terms of the angle of a right-handed bat, just a ball slicing away from you, going to your left, covering second base from a left fielder with your back turned, and tagging a guy out was, an adjustment. But, those are all things you learn as you play games. So if you can play as many games as you can in spring training, and hopefully every play you may see in the season you get in spring training.
Looking back, how long did it take before maybe second base felt as natural to you as shortstop did at that time?
I'm still learning every day, but as I got settled into Texas and, playing a lot of games at second base, I tried to play every single day I could because I knew I was still learning. And I'd probably say halfway through my time in Texas.
Obviously, Francisco Lindor is going to be out for a little bit. I mean, just in terms of how you approach things, how do you build that chemistry and that rapport when somebody can't really be there at shortstop?
Yeah, I know. It was a bummer. I think I was really looking forward to this time in spring, but it doesn't take away the fact that he's going to be back, hopefully for opening day, and we'll get, as many games as we can in together. But I think communication is a big thing. We've already been talking this offseason about, how we want to do things, and I can't wait till he gets here to just kind of talk through some things that maybe we won't be able to work on here in spring.
Hey, Marcus, what do you think about this Mets lineup? What do you think you guys are capable this year with all the new faces in there?
I mean, it's a loaded group. You have a lot of all-stars. We have a lot of guys who've been in big games, World Series champions, Silver Sluggers, all kind of accolades up and down the lineup. I see a good amount of speed and power and good defenders. So I look at the whole package. I know lineup is one thing, but everybody's playing both sides of the ball. And if we all score as many runs as we can, that means we're running the bases well, we're getting on base, we're slugging, we're doing those things. So if we can all do that together, we can win a lot of ball games with our bats.
You were a captain on your previous team. How do you approach leadership now on a new team?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to be the best version of myself every day. I try and lead by example, whether that's not missing a workout, not missing ground balls, just things that, help us get better every single day. I try and do. It's very simple. And when there needs to be something said, don't be afraid to say it, but don't force it. I think that's the thing that a lot of people may get misunderstood about a veteran leader. You can say captain or you can say a group of veteran leaders. I think that's a better way to put it, where it's like, hey, any given day, somebody who's kind of been through a lot in the game can say something to maybe help a young guy. And, hey, if a young guy wants to say something, say it. We all want to be the best versions of ourselves on the field, and if everybody gets the right information out to each other and we win more games, I think everybody will be happy.
Andrew? Hey, Marcus, what's your main focus offensively this spring?
It's always scoring runs. I just said it a little while ago. Runs scored means you are doing a lot of different things offensively really well. Yes, it means somebody has to hit you in, but trying to get on third base or second base as many times as I can is my goal. What that means is controlling the strike zone, slugging the ball, hitting the ball in the gap, hitting the pitches you should hit, with authority. Those are things I'm focused on.
What have some of the conversations you've been like with the new hitting staff here?
I've had a lot of conversations. Right when the trade happened, I got a lot of calls from, staff members, and I was looking forward to the conversation with Jeff Albert and Troy Snitker just about what they thought about my last 2 years of performance offensively and what are some adjustments, maybe I can make to get back on track. And those conversations were good. I think that I've been able to control the strike zone for the most part, but it's about hitting the ball with more authority and getting my body in the right position to do that more consistently.
Marcus, you guys had JP behind the plate as an umpire today, and I saw you guys kind of going over the pitches with TrackMan and how hard is it going, like the ABS thing seems like it's straightforward. Oh, if it's not a strike, I'll just challenge it. But how nuanced is it and how hard is that to do, even for a veteran player that knows the strike zone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an adjustment. We've had a lot of things over the years that are, new rules or new additions to the game that we've had to adjust to. This is a big one, so the thing that I like is it's not automatic for the whole game, calling balls and strikes. There's still a human element, and then there's, you have to make a decision pretty quick to whether you want to use a challenge or not. I think I got a pitch against Mania today that I thought about challenging, and then after the fact, we went back and they said, yeah, it was very borderline, but it was a ball. So you kind of learn, like, okay, that one could have went either way. Or when you see one that's, pretty big miss, I think that's the time to use it.
So do you think you can get better at it? Can players, pitchers, catchers get better at it as the spring goes, you think, as a skill?
Well, the funny thing is we're always trying to learn the strike zone, the plate, and control the strike zone anyway. Now it's now it's measured and you can see it, and fans will be able to see it. But this is something that when it went down, I don't think it was fully like something that players were open to initially because it's just different and scary. So now we'll have to adjust now that it is implemented, and we'll see how it affects the game.